And so that has become one of the things. So the system can be made to succeed. And remember, once we are able to sustain food production in a system, basically a lot of things get fixed. Basically, a lot of things will get fixed because agriculture is the number one, the biggest job creating ventures and wealth in the world. There's no business. I mean, there's no any other business in the world that can create more job, create more wealth than agriculture. But you read, sometimes you listen to government read out their budget and they say that too. Uh, the, the biggest contributor to budget national development is service sector or is mining sector. It doesn't make sense. That's because we have the land and we are not getting the support. A lot of people go to school, they still can't get support. No matter the business plan they write, no matter the document they put together, they can still know. In other countries, they help the young ones with interest-free loans, and these people are guided, supported, and helped to establish. They are monitored when they are developing their enterprise. They are monitored, they are supervised because this money is not from them, it belongs to the state. And the state has just loaned it to them. And so they are being watched, uh, vigorously watched to succeed. And it has made a lot of country within that space to be able to really manage their population and their food system effectively. But then let's look at what the young farmers in agriculture usually are faced with. Number one, they will need what they call it land. They will need land to farm. Remember, in some of the videos I made, I shared with you that different countries have different system. In some country, they run the custodial system where the land belongs to families, belongs to chiefs, families and chiefs. So if you need it before you can go there, and especially in Ghana, this has become one of our biggest problem because you may need to buy a piece of land four times from somebody before it becomes yours. You understand? Because they become so very parasitic. So within the family, there's a system set up. So once you buy it, another member of the family will come and tell you that the land you didn't legally have it because even the person you bought it from, he is not they were not consulted and you need to buy from that. Then another person too will come behind that one, and all this one, it is a way of making you dry. In other countries, they have a federal system where the land belongs to the state. So that one is more effective, very good. And if you want land for agriculture, you just go to them. In fact, they've dedicated land in many places. Even in Ghana, we have land dedicated for agriculture. But because of this custodial system, some of these developed land sites has even turned to residential quarters. We have a lot of, like the Ashiama enclave, where we have the irrigated land in that place for agricultural activities. You see that people have encroached into that land, and now it's full of houses. Yeah, it's full of houses. So what I'm trying to say is that if you have a federal system to manage the land, it will be the best way to go. Another thing again you need is labor. And I'm not just talking about unskilled labor. I'm talking about semi-skilled and skilled labor. And usually the skilled labor, the getting the right person to manage the project for you is also another very, very important. And many a times it is difficult to find. They are very expensive to find. And many of them, when they come with their own special, unique requests. If you are not able to meet them, that means you cannot, you cannot have them on the project to work for you. So it has made agriculture in general, especially Ghana, Africa, especially Ghana, very, very difficult to execute. Another thing again, which we always talk about is market. And we said that you should first of all find market before you even put the seed into the ground. So if you cannot be the type who will go to do the farming, and after the crop is about maturing before you're going to look for a buyer, if you do this, whoever you buy will buy it at any price they want, because you too, most of your crops are perishable. You understand? They are very perishable, and you don't have the right infrastructure to be able to address the value chain. You understand? So it will be very good if you have secured the market. Probably is agree on the price so that when it is ready, it can go. And don't just get one buyer. Get at least three buyers to be able to help you. With with the necessary. Another thing again, the youth again. The reason why, especially in Ghana, the youth would not want to involve in agriculture is because we are using very obsolete technology. Many of us are still using the hoes and cutlass slash and bend method, but the young ones are looking for innovative, very profitable one access to technology. They are looking for what do I call it? Access to transferable technology, something that is more effective, that will not take away their energy. You understand? Now imagine us who go to the farm with hoes and cutlass. We have to slash the bush. We have to do this. We have to do that. We have to make compost. You can imagine what it is. You have to make bed and do that. Hey, it is not easy. The youth don't have that time, and they don't want to spend time, a lot of energy into this, and the profit is this small. You understand? And that's the more reason why they are not. And again, they are looking for agricultural project that they can do small, they make a lot of money. And that is where the missing link, for the young one as against our generation is. Then we are also talking about access to finance. Again, many banks in Ghana are not ready to give access to finance. They are not ready to give finance to agricultural projects. You may even have a registered company. You may have a business plan. You may have a very good banking record or statement. You may have a lot of things. They will still not give you this money because they'll be asking you to supply or provide collateral. If you don't have anybody, as a matter of fact, for agriculture, they want you to provide your own collateral. They don't even want a third party collateral. Even though there are people who or organizations who are ready to provide collateral, they are still not ready. So it makes agriculture, especially, very, very, very difficult and tricky for the young ones to go into. Another thing again that I think is going to be a very big challenge here is training, mentorship, and coaching. You see, what people learned in school, forget that is just one. That is just something they learned in school. But practically implementing what they learned in school is different. And many of them come, and even when they try something small and they fail, they don't want to go into it again because they know that the money they'll put in, sink into it, will just get swallowed. So the most important thing is for us, the older ones, to be able to help these young ones to go into a lot of enterprise, this agricultural project. So, but look at it. There are a lot of money to make in fruit farming. There are a lot of money to make in vegetable farming. There's a lot of money to be made in fish farming. There's a lot of money to be made in mushroom farming, snail farming. There's a lot of money to be made in bee farming and um, applied bee, what do I call it, farming technology. There's a lot of money to be made from sustainable conservation. So those of okay, sustainable conservation agriculture should involve snail, mushroom, bees, earthworm, and all those things. Rabbitry and all those things. Because for them, they would need a very stable environment to be able to. A lot of money to be made in fish farming. It's a lot of money, and we can even talk about ecotourism. Ecotourism always involve farming uh, for people to come and visit. In one country, people pay a lot of money to go into that country because of the environment. Have you heard of the Sikkim state? Sikkims. Sikkim state in India. It is purely 100% state. They don't allow 1 grain of fertilizer to enter that region or hybrid seed or GMO seed to enter. Everything is controlled. And the world over, they travel several miles to go pay to live in that place because the air is clean, the environment is healthy, and so on and so forth. And so it is good if we are also able to, have some of this kind of experience extended to be able to address or support the youth that want to come into the agricultural space.